Okay, this is Orlando Wilson. What I want to talk about in this video, again, is problematic clients. I was contacted by an associate of mine recently, solid guy, he's ex-British military, plenty of experience, good guy. And he's working somewhere which is very hostile at the moment. And he told his clients that it was too dangerous to go to one area that they wanted to go to. Their response was, well, if you won't take us, we'll find somebody else. And that upset my associate because he's like, what's the point of me being here? Well, just to tick a box? Yeah, most probably. That's how a lot of people see it. That's how a lot of clients, when they're assigned security, don't like having security because they see you as getting in the way. This person I know personally, and if he said to a client, it's too dangerous to go to a location, I suggest we don't go. I take it as good advice, but a lot of clients don't listen. Now, from my associate's perspective, if those clients complain to his company because he's working contract, okay, there could be issues for him. Why didn't you go, etc. But again, if you went along with the clients and took them to that area and they ended up getting hurt, killed, injured, etc., then everybody's going to look at him as being, oh, you're in charge of their security. Why did they get hurt? Why did they go there? So it's one of those. It's a very much a catch-22 situation. Keeping the clients happy and keeping them safe can be a very, very difficult thing, especially when you're dealing with ignorant clients. And generally, the ignorant clients are the ones that's never experienced issues before. They live in their little bubble and they've never been punched in the head, because generally once people have been punched in the head once or twice, it makes them a little bit wary of going and getting themselves into trouble. Now, I'm sure some of you say, well, why didn't he go? Was he afraid? No, he's responsible. He's being responsible and looking after his clients. It's one thing running around and kissing clients' ass in the US, UK, Western Europe. But when you're dealing in serious hostile environments where people can get killed and screwed up, it changes things quite a bit, because you need to consider your security and you need to consider the client's security. That's why you're there. And you need to do everything possible to minimize the risks. I remember years ago, I was working in Haiti, a place I spent too much time. And long story another time, the client had an associate there, NGO associate, that was living in an area when we first went there that I knew, and it was not a nice area. Can I put it? Obviously, a dumb white guy that didn't realize that he's in a very, very, very dangerous area. Very dangerous area. But he was happy because ignorance is bliss, right? Anyway, he came along with the client to do some stuff up in Pittenville. They went to some restaurants or something. And then it was late, it was dark, and then he wanted to go home. And he asked me, could I take one of the cars? We had two vehicles at the time. Could one of the cars drive him home? My answer was no. And he said, why? Are you afraid? It's like, we're not afraid. But I knew the area. The area was outside City of Soleil on the road to St. Mark. And it's like, that's a bad area. I said to the guy, it's like, if we went down there, I don't know, this was late at night. You mean the cops have checkpoints, the cops will tell the bad guys we're coming, we can get shot at, we can get bricked, etc. We're going to end up getting the vehicle smashed up. We're driving nice Pradas. So it's like, I said to the guy, I'm not going to risk getting the vehicle smashed up, getting stones thrown at the vehicle, getting the vehicle damaged. Possibly, can we get involved in a shooting? Can we get involved in an incident? Yes. I said, we're not doing it. This guy carried on. Oh, but you're afraid, whatever. I said, look, we're not afraid. I don't want to get the vehicles damaged. I don't want my guys to get into trouble. Because again, you get involved in the shooting, people can get hurt, people can get killed, people go to jail. It costs money. So I said to the guy, okay, I said, we're not afraid. I said, look, you put 10 grand on the table now, USD, we'll take you. No worries. If you want to pay, we will take you. But I want to see 10 grand cash on the table, because that will cover damages. It wouldn't have covered, but it would have touched it. Damages to the vehicles. And also if there's an incident, we've got money for our legal fees. So I said, okay, you want to be gangster? We'll be gangster. We'll take you anywhere you want as long as you're paying. And again, after that, the guy shut up because he realized, okay, he's just acting like an ass. So everybody wants to be gangster, right? Everybody wants to be a tough guy, but that stuff costs. So he lost his visions of being a tough guy when it was, okay, you want to be gangster, put your money on the table, let's roll. Never the cash. So shut up and go to bed. I think he found a hotel in Pinnerville. But again, this is where, if you're dealing with pain in the ass clients, and again, this guy I told you the story about wasn't a client, he's a friend of our client. And the client was listening. And I think the client was on our side because he understood things. He wasn't as stupid as his friend. But this is where, if you're dealing in hostile environments, and if you're in areas where things can go seriously bad, then you know what? You have to make difficult decisions, and you're not going to keep everybody happy. And I say this, the most important person you're ever going to look after is yourself. Your security comes first. If you're screwed up, you can't help anybody. You guys with families, think about it. You're taking risks. Who's going to look after your family if you get wasted? If you get screwed up? If you're in a wheelchair for the rest of your life? That's the reality of it. We're not in this business to run around and kiss clients' asses. We're not in this business to die for clients. We're there to advise clients. We're there to minimize the risks to them. Sometimes we have to take risks, yes, but they're calculated risks. It's not being stupid. The same, you're not going to stick your hand in a saucepan of boiling water, so why go and risk your life for somebody who you might meet once for a couple of days, couple of weeks, and that's it, right? It's calculated risks. We're not in this business to do anything stupid. Excuse me. Now, I got a selection of books online to do with various aspects of the security business, close protection, kidnap, ransom, threat assessments, etc., etc. They're all on Amazon. We're throwing out a lot more of these videos. So follow us on social media. All the videos are up on YouTube, and they're being thrown up slowly on LinkedIn, Instagram, TikTok, etc. So follow us along on social media. If you're connected with me and you have any relevant questions, feel free to reach out to me. I might take time to get back to you, but I get back to relevant and serious questions. As I always say, stupid questions will just be deleted. So be good, stay safe, and stay out of trouble.